This video addresses the important issue of actually integrating AI into the classroom. The very most important thing to really grasp is that it isn't an all or nothing type of thing. In fact, there's a huge continuum of different ways and different levels that AI can be integrated into the classroom. This is the overall continuum of AI integration into learning. So on the far left, we have no integration. On the far right, we have full integration. So there's a huge spectrum of what can be done by faculty in order to start to use AI within the actual instruction, within the actual class. So as an example, one thing that we can do is that we can simply discuss it. We can not necessarily use AI, but discuss the different aspects of AI, talk about the importance of AI literacy, and start to address the issue. It's really important for students to know that you as a faculty member, as an instructor, that you understand that AI exists and that it is an important new skill that students need to develop. So even if you're choosing not to use AI within your actual class and instruction, it is still important for you to at least discuss it, to talk about some of the benefits, some of the downfalls dealing with it, some of the limitations. So ensure that this is brought up periodically so that at the very least it's discussed within your classroom. Another integration here would be that the instructor demonstrates AI use and results. So again, an instructor could simply talk about this as far as not necessarily allowing the use of AI for an assignment, but to show what an AI would respond with. So let's say that my assignment is that I have my students write an essay dealing with democracy. Well, what I could do is as I'm giving that assignment, I can show them this is what an AI would give as a results if it was posed with this prompt of writing an essay dealing with democracy. And then that can be used within the classroom to talk about, well, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the essay that the AI created? So then it could be used as, again, an instructional tool for the students to learn about AI and start to develop their AI literacy. Another possibility would be that instructors provides AI results and then the students modify or improve it. So this is a great technique that's being used a lot in that before an actual assignment is given, the instructor would use AI to create an output. And now I'm giving that output to the students, and these students have to go through either individually or in groups. They have to work to improve the AI, to improve what the AI came up with as far as its results. So now they could see what the AI can do, what it's capable of, and they can also identify some areas where it can be enhanced or maybe personalized or maybe modified. So this is one way that AI could be used, but not necessarily at a high level. So this is still in the lower integration level. Another one would be for students to use AI, but only in the classroom, either in groups or individually. The instructor would still have full control. They would still be able to observe what's going on with the use of AI, and that this could be done within the classroom itself. So a computer lab could be used, or this could be done on tablets or even on cell phones now, where the instructor would give a task and the students would use an AI to come up with results, or maybe for part of the assignment. There's all sorts of possibilities. But the idea here is that the integration of the use of AI would still be minimized in that it's being done purely in the classroom. Moving up in the continuum, now we could do something where the students use AI out of the classroom, again, groups or individually, but only for some aspects of the assigned work. So again, they're not using it for the entire assignment, but maybe for a portion of it. So the instructor is still controlling its utilization. They're talking about it, they're discussing it. It's being actively used outside of the classroom, but only for an aspect or a portion of the assigned work. A more full integration here would be that students use AI for any or all aspects of an assigned work. So for the assignment, they're using it, but they have to fully declare when it's used, how it's used, where it's used, and maybe even why they used it for different parts of the assignment. So again, it's up to them, but they have to fully recognize and cite how they're using it and explain it. So this is another more high level use of AI. And then here, for final one, we have where students would use AI in groups or individually for any and all aspects of assigned work, with declaration not necessarily being required. As an example, I'm teaching a course, and the course that I'm teaching focuses on them being able to generate a business report and then present about it. So my focus isn't necessarily on their ability to write, it's their ability to put information together and then actually present. In them putting the presentation together or the report together, I'm not concerned whether or not they're using AI. I'm still going to be properly evaluating them in that they have to make sure that the information is correct. There isn't any false hallucinated information, the references are proper citation, all of that is going to be evaluated. And then additionally, their evaluation comes from their presentation. So again, the focus needs to be on what is the student learning outcome. And that is going to be what I'm going to be actually evaluating them on. Again, different examples, different possibilities of how AI could be used. The key thing to understand here is that this isn't an all or nothing. You can see how there's a full spectrum here of possible use, possible integration within the class. This doesn't have to be for every single assignment. It can be different assignments use AI in different ways. You as the instructor need to contemplate and think about, well, what's the best use of AI? Should they be using it for this? Should they not be using it? You are the one making the decision based off of the class, the topic, the assignment. These are three important questions that us as instructors really need to be contemplating when we're using AI. One is, what am I really assessing? What is the student learning outcome? Is it the student's ability to write, or is it something else, or is it both? Depending on that would help us in deciding how AI should be used for that assignment within the class. Another question is, am I using the right balance of formative versus summative assessments to best hold students accountable for learning with or without AI? Again, this is an important skill that we need to develop their AI literacy skills, their capabilities with AI, but at the same time, they also need to understand and learn the main topic of the class. And then the third one is essay writing the best assessment technique? Or should I use something different or use additional techniques, quizzes, in-class oral presentations, students created video, student created podcasts, posters, etc. Many, many different alternative assessments to essays. Again, it's one possibility. It could be used with an essay, it could be used instead of an essay. Lots of things to think about as far as what is the best way to do my assessment for my students, for this class, for this topic. Along with that, we need to use the share technique to redesign our assignments and assessments whenever possible. There's a separate video that was created dealing with utilization of the share technique to ensure that we redesign our assignments and assessments now in the age of AI. Along with all of this, it's also very important to remember that students can always use AI like ChatGPT outside of class for their own benefit, for their own empowerment. They use it in many different ways to clarify concepts, to explain things in different levels of complexity, for additional examples, for help with studying. It can be used as flashcard generator to create quizzes, simulations, all sorts of different things. The key part of this is to really understand that it isn't an all or nothing. That's the big thing. There's a huge continuum, whatever you're comfortable with, but we do need to start to address it. We do need to start to understand that AI is a powerful tool. Students are using it on their own. It can enhance instruction on so many different levels. So we need to start to use AI, to integrate AI. We need to ensure that we're able to use AI at a high level of proficiency so that then we can develop the AI literacy of our students so that they are capable of using AI at a very high level so that when they graduate, when they go to get a job, they have this skill and they can properly succeed and properly compete in the marketplace and also simply function at a high level as a citizen. For additional videos, for additional information dealing with different aspects of AI and different aspects of teaching and learning, please be sure to check out our website, our Facebook page, as well as all the other videos that we've created.